All right, people, I'm about to break down some good numbers that I think would be very important for you to know. But while I had my 9 to 5 job, I bought my Airbnb property, which is this house right here. So this right here is a multi-unit. It's 2 separate units. The downstairs is a 3 bedroom, 1 bath, and the upstairs is a whole separate unit, 1 bedroom, 1 bath apartment. So let's break it down. So a lot of people want to invest in multifamily, but right now it's very hard to find a duplex if you're a regular person because you got a lot of companies out here, a lot of real estate companies, they out here buying up all the real estate. Like you can't even find any type of investment property because you got these companies dumping cash on these properties and pretty much just out outbidding regular people for trying to find investment properties. So the trick I did to get my Airbnb property, well, first I'm gonna go tell you exactly what I did to get mine, and I still had a 9 to 5 job when I bought this property. I was still active duty military when I bought this property. So when I was out looking at multi-units, I had a hard time. Well, this car to pass by, but I had a hard time finding a multi-unit, and that was the only thing I was looking for. I wasn't looking for a single family. I was gonna look for something that was gonna give me cash flow immediately. So when I found this house, it was back in 2020. So this pretty much when COVID just started around March 2020. Me and my agent, we was out, we were looking at duplexes, but everyone we saw that was reasonable, they already had offers on it and that was pretty much under contract. So it was ruthless out there. I had a hard time. But then I lucked out. I found this property right here on Zillow. The first day it was listed, I found it. But the crazy part about it, the way I found this, it wasn't listed as a multifamily. It wasn't listed as a duplex. It was just listed as a single multifamily home. So I clicked on the link, looked at it, and it said, oh, it's an extra unit above this house, better suited for a single family conversion. But I looked at it as like, oh, there go my multi-unit right there. Nobody knows it's a multi-unit to go out of it before me. So I immediately called my agent and told her, hey, I want to look at this house. The description said it has an extra unit above it. So I need to see this today. Like, get up, put your clothes on. We're finna go to this house now. Let's find the seller's agent, and I want in on it right now. So we was able to see the house. It was a fixer-upper also. So it was definitely half the price of the retail value of the house because it was pretty much a fixer-upper. Everything was outdated, and a lot of things need to be fixed from the roof to the windows. Like everything was like pretty much done, need a new roof and everything, but we're gonna get to that. So the best way to find these properties, if you're looking for an Airbnb property that's a multi-unit, I don't recommend just buying a regular house or a regular single family just for a rental property right away or an Airbnb property, unless you got cash and you one of these big money companies that's gonna go out and buy these properties cash. But if you're a regular person who just want an investment property, you still have a 9 to 5 job and you're trying to get into investment, this is how I did it. And I feel like this is the secret sauce to get properties these days because it's going to be very hard to find an investment property, extremely hard actually. So the way I got this property, I paid $100,000 for it. I used a FHA loan. A FHA loan, if you get one of these loans, you can roll repairs into the loan. So if the house needs renovated or any type of major repairs, the FHA loan will actually pay for it and roll into the loan. And a lot of people don't know that. And these properties, you can go out and find a fixer-upper property, or a property that's straight tore up. You can roll all the repairs into the loan, and they'll pay for it. So the house was initially on sale for $100,000. This is in Virginia, so I'm not in a cheap area. And I had to put another $60K into the house just to bring it up to standards. So all in, I took out a loan for $160,000, a FHA loan for $160,000, and that's how I ended up getting this property. So after I bought the property, all the repairs was done from a contractor. I moved in the upstairs unit, the 1-bedroom unit, and I didn't Airbnb it right away. I actually rented rooms out in the main house downstairs, the 3-bedroom. I rented each room out for $600. So I immediately started making $1,800 a month while I was living here too. So, and also this was back in 2020. The interest rates were low, so the interest rates for my loan was around 3.5%. I eventually got it lowered to 2.75, which is outstanding compared to the hotel interest rates right now. So my mortgage was around, and it still is, around $1,100. My room rentals downstairs was giving me $1,800. So I was paying my mortgage, and then I was making roughly an extra $600 on top of getting my mortgage paid. And I was still living here in the upstairs unit. So I was paying for my 1-bedroom apartment upstairs too. So that's how I started making cash flow immediately. So a lot of things is doable, but right now you have to change the way you look for properties. Don't look for multifamilies the same way everybody else is looking for it. You're not gonna get it, you're gonna get outbid it, or you're gonna have companies out here paying cash for these properties, buying them all up. So it's just rough out here to get one now. But the best way to do it, if you're in the market to look for a rental property, multi-unit, the best thing to do right now is to look for a single family home that has an in-law suite. I repeat, look for a single family home that has an in-law suite. When you search Zillow, a lot of these houses won't be listed as multifamily because by definition it's not multifamily, it's a single family home. So just look through single family homes and read the description and see if it includes an in-law suite. You buy that house, and then you can Airbnb the second unit immediately and start getting cash flow immediately. And hopefully it'll be enough to even cover the mortgage. So that's how I got into this property. But this is part one. I'm gonna go in the inside and I'm gonna show you what I did to my Airbnb property. I'm gonna show you everything. And I'm gonna show you how I maximize the profits of this house. But that's gonna be a part two of this video. Right here, this is part one, because I know a lot of viewers got ADD. So I can't make these videos too long because you don't get frustrated and click off because you're ready to scroll to the next video and probably look at booty pics or something like that. So this is part one. Part two, I'm about to show you inside and show you how I maximize everything to squeeze all the money I can to get some cash flow. You're gonna love it. And I'm gonna show you the special zoo I got in the backyard. Until then, stay blessed and let's get it. Stay tuned for part two. Make sure you please like and subscribe so you can get the notification for the part two of this video, because I'm dropping gems and I'm telling you a lot of stuff that a lot of other people won't tell you right now in this market. Everybody else is just telling you you're just screwed, you're priced out. But if you go this method I'm telling you, you still got a chance to get your property, an investment property. So let's get it.